that makes sense to
Brown
me.
sauce is liquid brown.
Liquid browns.
Whatever's in it, I don't know.
I mean, I'd cope out of politeness. I'd cope, but yeah, the bread sauce would be left on the side. This is an argument I have had with many people in my life as a food lover, a keen cook, the editor of a food site, and the daughter of a chef and restaurant owner.
I didn't know that.
I still think that ketchup 100% belongs on a roast dinner. I have a feeling that James May might have some strong opinions about this.
Hang on, do you mean tomato ketchup?
Tomato ketchup.
You'd put that on your roast turkey at Christmas?
I mean, I don't eat turkey, but yeah, on everything else, yeah.
What do you have at Christmas?
Double bombshell. Usually beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington?
Yeah.
That's not Christmas.
Yeah, it's super crisp. Turkey's rubbish. It's just dry and...
Hang on, is this the argument we're meant to be having? Are we arguing about turkey or tomato?
Yeah, no, we've just gone on to a totally different...
So you would put, okay, let me rewind. Would you put tomato ketchup on roast beef and Yorkshire pudding?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah.
Doesn't it taste disgusting?
I've got better with it over the years, but I think my thinking is...
Are you for?
Burgers are beef, ketchup goes on burgers, therefore why is it not acceptable to put ketchup on beef?
Well, ketchup goes on burgers because burgers, historically, not so much recently, but historically, they've been made out of rubbish. So you put gherkin and cheese and pickles and ketchup and mustard sauce and a piece of lettuce. You put everything on to disguise the sort of crappiness of the burger. And also a burger is ground beef in a patty and it has a different texture. But I mean, it's not... I wouldn't say you should be sort of excommunicated for it, but tomato ketchup on roast beef with gravy and say parsnips or roast potato, that would just be a bit... Isn't it a bit sweet? Isn't it just a bit pleb? That's the word I'm looking for.
I think it might be a bit pleb. I mean, I've got better over the years, so it used to go on everything, but now I do limit it to just my roast potatoes. So my thinking there is because it's basically like chips, and you always have ketchup on chips, similar to the burger thing.
Okay, but corn on the cob is basically like cornflakes because it's made out of corn, but I wouldn't put milk on it or sugar.
I mean, that is one argument. I mean, I don't know, like, because it's with the whole gravy thing as well. I think if you're northern, like me, then there's nothing weird about getting gravy from a chip shop.
No, agreed. We used to get lumpy gravy in Yorkshire with chips.
Yeah.
That's fair, but that's not ketchup.
No, but then fish and chips, you'd also have ketchup.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't put ketchup on fish. You put salt and vinegar, lemon juice if you're being posh, and you can dip the chips in curry sauce, but not the fish.
Oh yeah, also the fish. No.
No.
Okay.
Curry sauce is there to enliven something a bit boring, like chip shop chips, which can be a bit, bit of a non-entity. Curry sauce is one of those things, I'm sure, that was added to food in the olden days because food was so unpalatable or so boring, they had to enliven it. But you wouldn't say that of battered fish. I mean, you put ketchup on fish.
Yeah, and chip shop curry sauce.
But hang on, I'm just saying this, but I'm going to have to admit that I put ketchup on fish fingers.
That's the same, right?
But they're not really fish. They're sort of fish-themed rubbish.
Fish-themed produce.
Yeah, but I'd have fish fingers, chips and beans. That's fantastic. But I'd never put tomato ketchup on fish and chips because I'd think tomato ketchup was a bit beneath fish and chips. Fish and chips is too nice. Roast suppers are too nice for tomato ketchup. Would you have tomato ketchup on roast chicken?
Yeah.
You're mad.
I know.
It tastes disgusting.
But it tastes so good.
Chicken dippers.
I mean, it's basically the same again, right? It's always made sense to me. And also, I know that I'm not alone in this because Asda did some research a couple of years ago and it turns out that 1 in 5 people put ketchup on their roast dinner.
Well, probably 1 in 5 people are from the north, statistically. Where are you from anyway? I don't actually know.
Macclesfield in Cheshire.
Macclesfield?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Well, that's an excuse, I suppose. Were you one of those children who wouldn't eat food unless it had tomato ketchup on it?
Yeah.
And your parents indulged you in this?
No, I mean it was the case of like you're not leaving this table until you eat your broccoli, and it was still kind of there 2 hours later, as was I.
Broccoli is a bit rubbish. I'm sort of with you on that.
But improved with ketchup.
So are you saying that as a result of your childhood, when you were clearly overindulged with tomato ketchup, you now can't break what is simply a habit?
I mean, this has got really deep. Like, I feel like I kind of need a chaise long type thing now. But yeah, maybe that's it.
What would happen if I invited you round for supper, which I may do one day when my house is finished, and I said, hey, Rach, we're having roast chicken with roast potatoes, peas, carrots, bread sauce. Okay, I'm going to add bread sauce to it, gravy, obviously, and some sprouts. It's winter. And you say, can I have some tomato ketchup? And I say, no, we haven't got any. We have got some, but no, you can't. What would you do? Would you be able to eat it, or would it be a struggle?
It would be a struggle if you made me have the bread sauce and the sprouts, because they're both horrendous. But I would manage okay. I'd be all right.
Bread sauce is horrendous.
It doesn't make any sense. It's just like liquid bread. Oh my God.
Yes. Well, tomato ketchup is liquid tomatoes.
But that makes sense
Brown
to me.
sauce is liquid brown.
Liquid browns.
Whatever's in it, I don't know.
I mean, I'd cope out of politeness. I'd cope, but yeah, the bread sauce would be left on the side.
You're not allowed to leave things in this house.
Okay.
You'd actually be still sitting at the table.
Not allowed to. Yeah, still have to sit at the table.
Yeah. I wouldn't hold it against you because I believe in, a liberal society and so on. So you can have tomato ketchup on your roast turkey that you hate anyway, or your sprouts, which you hate anyway, or your roast chicken. Would you have it on roast lamb?
Oh, no, mint sauce. But still ketchup on the roast potatoes.
Okay.
No, I feel like this is going to be the hill that I die on, and it's going to end me admitting this.
No, you'll probably find that millions of people like to put tomato ketchup on Rice Krispies or something. I don't know. I mean, it's fine, but it's wrong. Just for the record, it's wrong.
I mean, I'd never put it on pasta. I'm not that much of a heathen.
But you would... You see, I would make a fake pasta sauce with tomato ketchup if I was desperate. Because it's just an arrabbiata, effectively. If you put a bit of spices in it and some little bits chopped up onion or some chilies, you could make... You've got to take the sweetness out of it. Have you ever eaten tomato ketchup on its own?
I mean, all the time. It's my breakfast go-to. Bowl of ketchup for breakfast.
You don't, do you?
I can't say I've ever really had it by itself, no.
Because quite interesting, it's not interesting actually, it's revolting, but many years ago when I worked on autocar, we went out, we used to have stupid competitions about putting bulldog clips on your nose for 20 minutes. But one of the competitions we had was eating a whole bottle of tomato ketchup, and it wasn't even a big one, it was one of those, pub-sized ones, about that big. And we had some sort of contest, and I lost, so I had to eat the bottle of tomato ketchup, and I thought, well, that'll be easy, because tomato ketchup's nice. But when you eat it just by itself, with a spoon, it's quite sweet and it's also very salty, and I actually vomited in the pub. So maybe that's what you should do. Maybe that would cure you of your strange tomato ketchup fixation. Go and get a bottle, pour it into a bowl, and you have to eat it all. You can't leave the table until you've eaten the whole bottle of tomato ketchup by itself. No biscuits, no bits of pita bread or poppadoms or anything.
No roast dinner.
No accompanying roast dinner or cornflakes, just tomato ketchup. It's revolting.
Maybe I also think that, Heinz have released that Heinz tomato ketchup ice cream recipe. Maybe if I try that, and salad cream, etc., etc. I can't believe you haven't already tried the salad cream one, to be honest.
Salad cream ice cream.
Yeah.
That's quite Japanese, because they like sort of savoury, they have squid ink ice cream and sea urchin ice cream, which sort of tastes of ice cream it tastes like ice cream that's been in a fridge next to a slightly off piece of cod.
Oh, that's a description.
It's not actually unpleasant, it's actually quite nice, but it's a bit of an acquired taste. Salad cream flavoured ice cream. Yeah. Where do you get this?
They're selling a little kit online, but they've also released the recipe, so I'll ping you over the recipe.
Oh, you can't actually buy a salad cream ice cream?
No, you just have to make it yourself at home.
Oh, okay, well, I'll try that.
Okay, and I'll try the ketchup one and see if it cures me.
I'll put some tomato ketchup on it if I don't like it. There you go. You're a child.
Yeah.
5 years old. Next ludicrous idea.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I feel like I lost that one. I mean, it may appear obvious, but I mean, who do we think was right on that one? Should ketchup be on a roast dinner? Let us know in the comments.
No. Like, comment, subscribe.